Alright guys, this is Carlos from Deserted Records here interviewing the artist known as Kainen. So Kainen, how are you today?
Doing good, doing good. Beautiful day outside. It's not raining anymore, so
That is a good thing. Now, we recently saw that you got the Golden Award, right, for your album 1995.
yep.
How do you feel about that?
It felt great. I was very, very surprised. 100K on an album that I took seriously but didn't think it was gonna go real far. It was like a huge step for me. I felt like that I was out there already, you know.
Well, that's good. Everybody wants to know what made you think of your name, like, because people usually, like, you know, when they think of names, they usually use a nickname that someone gave them, or
something that has to do with their name,
basically, or like a middle name or something. What made you think of your name?
Kainen was actually like a dreamscape kind of thing for me. I'm not gonna start off with I had a dream, but it was more of a physical being kind of interaction. So I feel like I had an interaction with my spiritual being, and he named me something that was very spiritual to me. Kainen actually means the spiritual son, basically. So I used Kainen because it was a spiritual name that was given to me with during my epiphany, and I felt like that was where I was going towards when it comes to music. I'm a very, they call it indigo kind of person. I'm very indigo kind of, and it's just it just stuck with me from there.
This is interesting. Yeah. I understand why you chose that. Okay, Deserted Records is your master child, your baby, right?
Yeah, yeah. I started it in 2015, actually.
Okay, and how long did it take you to actually like put the project on full effect?
Well, Deserted Records didn't. You know how things don't start off as they start, like right away. You know, Deserted Records started off as what was it? Abomination Records. And I didn't really have like a backstory to why it was Abomination Records. Like, I always want to have a backstory for something, you know. Everything has to have a backstory when it comes to me, though. But I used the Abomination Records because I thought it sounded cool, and it didn't really get me anywhere. I had Brandon and Kainen, Brandon and the Black Phoenix, which is Colin. He and Brandon, they already joined me in this already, so they already knew about the whole record company change as well. And I changed it to Deserted Records, mainly because I feel like the Indiana is a like deserted kind of state, so it's like nobody really hears too much of the artists coming from Indiana. Indiana isn't popping nowadays, or, you know, it hasn't been popping ever. I don't think so. I feel like that the only thing Indiana comes out of is probably country music, I would say.
And sports.
Sports and country music. Definitely NASCAR.
Yeah.
NASCAR's probably one of
Indy
those.
500.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, which is actually going on at the moment, right?
Yeah, it will be starting soon. Yeah.
So yeah, Deserted Records came about just things being my way and doing it myself. I just felt like, hey, if I can be an artist, if I can gather people who I know will always be my friends, and, you know, I like it's always about keeping the family and friends close. That's you know to me, and it was just mainly I wanted to make something that'll keep everybody together. I felt a record company would be the best because everybody that I know does music and loves music, and they just want to play music and stuff like that. Now, when it came to like money involved to it, it wasn't really a huge thing, but money is a good thing, you know. Money is power, I guess you can say.
So you guys do it for the love and passion, not for the money.
Definitely for the love and passion. We will we can do it for the money, but it's always gonna be about I love playing music, and I just want to play music. I want to make music my career, not something that I want to make money from all the time, you know?
All right. Okay, so you started Deserted Records with your two friends, Colin and Brandon, correct? Last Shogone and Black Phoenix, their performing names, right?
Yes, yeah. Last Shogone is Brandon, and then Black Phoenix is Colin.
Okay.
Yep.
But when we see the Instagram page and your Twitter page,
Mhm.
also your YouTube channel,
Mhm.
there's more names on them,
Mhm.
and nobody knows about them.
Well,
So can you know like tell us who they are, what's their names, and what
yeah,
they do?
we just added a few people onto the group recently. So we have Alex Hawkins. She's a girl I went to high school with. She's really good at singing. She can beatbox. I like that's hands on, awesome. If you can beatbox, you can make beats. You know. And Black Phoenix is Colin, of course. And then there's Ejion. He's a DJ. He's a DJ, and I think he said he does beats making too. I know he does producing for some things, and he also does like metal music too. That's how me and him met. We met during a metal concert, something like that. And then we have me, of course, on the list. We also have Manny. He's a lyricist too. He's awesome. I think we all know that, you know, some artists that are on the down low is always the artist is gonna be on the come up, you know. One day he surpasses me definitely. He's pretty good, I hear. And we also have Carlos, which is the guy I'm being interviewed by right now. He is the mastermind behind Deserted Records. I would say whenever anything comes to mind, I always talk to him and say, "Hey, you got any ideas on this, man?" You know, stuff like that. You know.
Is that gonna be the only members of the label, or are you looking to sign more people?
I want to be able to have 8 artists at least, just to have a start, because I felt like a smaller label sometimes gets the most attention. When there's a whole bunch of artists on one label, it gets kind of crowded and kind of, you know, clogged up. So I want to get every genre that I can. You know, I want to get some. We already got rappers. I want to get a country singer. I want to get a metal band. I want to get, you know, like acoustic singer, stuff like that. You know,
So just a little bit of everything.
a little bit of everything, basically. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. I also do want to add models too. We have models, of course, and what else am I thinking about? We have models, and yes, I want to add DJs too.
I went blank there because I forgot my question. So unprofessional, huh?
Oh, you're fine.
But the question was, are you gonna want to just do local talents, or are you gonna try to search all over the states?
I want to keep it local for right now, only because that's what Deserted Records is about. It's about people who are local that have the best talent out there. Nobody really recognizes it. They'll get like, I don't know. Let's start off with like if somebody was at YouTube, they'll get like maybe a 100 views for every video or something like that. You know, just to give an example. I feel like that it's easier to have people local because they know what the struggle is for Indiana not getting really recognized out there. Now, say if we went to like New York, people from New York is like, oh, it's okay, I can make this one beat right here and then freestyle on it or whatever it is, and then I don't know where I'm gonna get famous. I'm gonna be on Double XL pretty fast, you know.
Yeah.
So like it just makes me think if it's local, then it's gonna be the best because you're gonna get every single personality when it comes to local people. You're not gonna just get that one person, you know. You gotta get everybody, you know.
You brought up YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
We seen recently that you are collaborating, or I don't know if you want to call it collaborating or partnered with
Collaborating, I would say.
with Crez TV.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How did you manage to do that, and why did you pick Crez TV exactly?
Well, Carlos has always been my friend in high school. We always cool. Like coolest guy I ever met. I didn't know he actually was gonna go far with his YouTube channel. With he started off with I think it was Bad Influence, and then he went to Crez TV, and I started watching all his videos, and I was like, man, he's awesome with these videos. And then I was just like, well, the only way to help him and help me as well, but I'm more about helping him, is to incorporate a collaboration at least, you know, get some get some music on his channel from me and being like, hey, who's this person right here? You know, just help him out a lot more. That was mainly why I wanted to be with Crez TVs, because I felt like that collaborating with somebody who is successful with what they're doing and I'm successful with what I'm doing, sort of. If you combine that, you got people that's got the the same mind, man.
Speaking about Crez TV, we recently saw one of his videos called Special Announcement, where you're in it, and you promised them a sneak peek of your music on his channel, but it never came through. Now we also saw that medical stuff happened to Crez, so we understand why no videos were being posted. But we want to hear your side of the story.
It was when I was with my metal project Darkened Spawn. I was like really amped up to like make this new album for it. Supposed to come out probably around June or July, but I decided to cancel on it only because I feel like I've been doing black metal music from 2014 to 2017. That's 3 years. It's not bad at all. That's that's great. But it just felt like, man, I've done enough albums. I got all the stories out that I wanted to create and all that stuff with music. It just didn't feel like a thing I wanted to do anymore. So, I definitely do apologize to all the people that was expecting a Dark and Spawn song, but I do plan to debut a song that's on the Deserted Records YouTube channel. It's from my 1995 EP, which is a gold right now, of course. And I'm gonna debut it on Crez TV. So that'll be my actual debut, for Crez TV.
That's your way of keeping your promise.
There you go, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, keeping my promise. So he doesn't look bad as well as me,
Yeah.
So we all say, hey, that's okay. We're in line with all his YouTube channels now, because everybody's gonna look back at that and say, well, kind of lied about that. So now we're back on track once he releases that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, stuff like that. Basically.
Right, so final question, so we can end this.
All right.
Will Deserted Records and will Crez TV ever, show up on each other's channels? Because I know Deserted Records has their own YouTube channel, and I know Crez TV is huge on this channel.
Right.
Would you guys ever, cross paths in each other's channel?
I always thought about that too. A Deserted Records cross.
Crossover,
Crez
technically.
TV. If we was ever to do that, I don't know how it would play out though, man. It would have to be like, I don't know, like if we were to do Crez TV and Deserted Records, it would have to be like a backyard show or something like that, and say this is a Crez TV Productions, but it's a Deserted Records like show, was presented by Crez TV. You know what I'm saying? Kind of,
Yeah.
like so that would be like my first thought for like the crossover, I would say. Anything else from that, I would say we can do t-shirt collaborations. Definitely like a Crez TV Deserted Records, like the Deserted Records smiley face and the Crez TV logo could be like, I don't know. So it's just a whole bunch of ideas come in my head because I'm so creative with some stuff, and it's kind of hard to figure out that one.
Just understand. All right. Well, thank you, Kainen, for the interview.
No
thank
problem.
you. Your congratulations also on your gold.
Thank you.
And that's gonna be the end of the interview, guys. If you guys did enjoy this interview and you guys want more interviews with any more talent from Deserted Records, drop a like, leave a comment down below, and also don't forget to subscribe to Deserted Records channel. Follow them on Instagram and Twitter at Deserted Records. And also, your vice president is Crez TV, no?
Yes, he is actually. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah. Well, you can always go follow Crez TV at Twitter at Real Crez TV, on Instagram Crez TV, and then his channel on YouTube Crez TV. So thank you very much, Kainen,
No problem.
and we'll all see you guys next time.